I did not think Mike Gundy had it in him. What's up, kinfolk? It's RJ Young. I am not on a step mill. If this is your first time watching the #1 college football show, welcome. Thank you for joining us here. We talk college football year round. So if that's something that you are into, and clearly you are as you are here, hit that subscribe button, like this video, and let me know in the comments down below. Do you like the idea of Oklahoma playing Oklahoma State in a spring game if we can't have Bedlam? For those of y'all that are new to this particular bit of, well, fresh hell that we have entered into in college football locally, Oklahoma and Oklahoma State aren't playing a Bedlam game for the foreseeable future. This was precipitated by Oklahoma's decision to leave the Big 12 and join the SEC. Now, at the time, a lot of people were in their feelings. I think a lot of people are still in their feelings about this because it feels like this is a game that you can make anytime you want, given what we have seen here recently and what college football has become. If you want to put a game on the calendar, put a game on the calendar. Kick off Maine, Oklahoma. Kick off Savannah State, Oklahoma State. And let's go do this. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing but air and opportunity in this here state, dog. It's orange and it's crimson. Pick a side. Let's go. Or at least that's my particular attitude. Where I live in Tulsa, Oklahoma, it's particularly orange around here. I don't mind telling you. I got to go to the other side of the turnpike before I can find somebody wearing some crimson in for real. And over here in, East Oklahoma, Oklahoma's considered, believe it or not, elitist. Like we look down our noses on Oklahoma State because we friggin' do. What you know what time it is? 7 national championships, 7 Heisman trophies. Get out of here. If we talk about wrestling, cool, yeah. I mean, shout out Wyatt Hendrickson. Put that boy Gable Stevenson on his back, baby. I was hyped. Because once you leave the state of Oklahoma, I'm riding with you, dog. So I was watching Oklahoma State going, damn, y'all can't do nothing about Penn State. Ain't nothing to be done about no Penn State. Ain't nothing to be done about no Iowa with the A.J. Ferraris and whatnot. But Wyatt Hendrickson had me hyped in my living room. I'm holding back the couch, right? I'm talking about, hey, get that escape. Get that point. Get that point. Get that reverse. He got a reversal. We up. I'm telling you, I was that hype. I really was. And Oklahoma State has always been about is wrestling. I mean, those scholarships were endowed before that was even a thing because Oklahoma State wrestling is an institution. It is a national treasure, as is John Smith. Hello. So I understand it. But we're not talking about meat judging, neither. We're not talking about meat judging. We're not talking about rodeo. We're not talking about agriculture. We're talking about playing football. Let's go. Let's get it. Now, Mike Gundy got up there and said what Mike Gundy does at his press conference this time of year. Same time of year, you'll hear this man saying all sorts of things, all type of things. Talking about, hey, yeah, let's try $25 a head, get name, image, and likeness in on this deal, but it won't be live. We won't be thud. And I'm like, so what's the point here? Now, the point here is leave it to Deion Sanders, a person y'all love to hate, come up with a great idea and follow through on it. That's the thing. It's one thing to have an idea that's good. It's another thing for you to be able to execute your idea. I'm not a big ideas guy. You know why? Because everybody got a big idea. Everybody got a big idea. I write books. Okay? I got 2 of them. One of them's called The Requiem for the Massacre. It's about the Tulsa Race Massacre. You should go read it. The other one's called Let It Bang. It's about me becoming a basic NRA pistol instructor. Yes. I got really good with a Glock. I taught my mama how to get better with her little 380. Because my mother needs the force multiplier. I don't. I got 2 hands. Air and opportunity, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Hey, I'm short and I'm slight, but I wasn't always slight and I've always been short, which is to say, any one of you trees can try me. I will chop you down, baby. I can't, man. I had dude hit me up at Billy Sims talking about, yo, I see that rug burn there. You roll? Hell yeah. I was captain of the wrestling team. You know what time it is. You know what I'm saying? Let's go hit somebody. And that's what I want back. I want back hitting somebody in this state. Because don't nobody absolutely understand wanting to whoop somebody's behind like it's your neighbor across the street you can't stand. I don't need to beat nobody down in no California. I don't need to beat nobody down in New York. They can get it. We can all form up like Voltron State of Oklahoma talking about this flyover state joint, and you come get it. But in this state, when we stand our ground, homie, I got to say in here, especially when people come into the comments acting all sideways and stupid, and they will be acting all sideways and stupid. Just go read the comments. You're on my land. Some of y'all don't know what that means. I pay a mortgage. That means I got homestead exemption. I live in a castle doctrine state. We stand our ground here, and you're on my land. Or let me put it in another way for which my white brethren and my white sisters can understand here, because I know y'all watch the Yellowstone. I know y'all about to stone this yellow. I know y'all about the Dutton family ranch. I understand y'all into the dramas. And I don't want to talk about how that thing ended, how they let John Dutton get shot in the... John Dutton ain't going to go out without suicide, dog. That ain't how he goes out. Anyway, Taylor Sheridan was on something different. Plus, we don't need no more Travis. Get him the hell up out of here. Stop having Beth worship at the altar that is Travis Dutton. She better than that. Rip better than that. But let me turn y'all can understand. You remember when John Dutton was coming home from his black tie and he saw these bunch of tourists on a bus from Asia, somewhere over there in Asia, who came off the bus. They got up next to the fence and they started trying to take pictures with damn bears. Oso grande. Oso grandissimo. You know what I'm saying? They was trying to get with the brown bear out there taking pictures and stuff. And he's trying to be like, hey, get back on this bus, man. That bear gonna eat you alive. To which they weren't listening. And then they got on this like, hey, if you're not going to listen to me try to save you, listen to this. You are on my land. You're trespassing. To which they looked at this ranch, this great big ranch in Montana, all its blessed glory and these fences. And they said, you own all of this? He said, yeah, I do. You shouldn't have all this. No man should have all of this. To which he shot that gun in the air and they went scurrying back to the bus. And my man says, this is America. We don't share land. What I'm trying to tell y'all is, I'm from the 46th state. What I'm trying to tell y'all is, ain't nothing true about this soil except we've been fighting on it. Native Americans here first. They got pushed over here. We came up here with our laws and our system of capitalism. And we said your system of communism got to go. Socialism got to go. And you got to go. Why? Because we want to settle it. And not only did we want to settle it, we didn't wait for the time. We didn't wait for this let go. We said go, and then they said go. That's why we called land thieves. We came in here in the heat of the night, in the middle of the night, threw down stakes and said, I dare you to run me off. Go ahead. You don't know nothing about no allotments. You don't know nothing about no Bedlam. Okay? You don't know nothing about them friggin' dudes in the orange and them friggin' dudes in the crimson, and how these folks over here at Oklahoma A&M got the audacity to throw up Army's national championship. You don't know nothing. If you don't know that Gundy played quarterback at Oklahoma and his brother Mike Gundy got to hand the ball off to Barry Sanders, Oklahoma State, you don't know nothing about this. I'm so hyped about this because I want my children's, and by my children I mean the kiddos, I want them to have this. This is, whoo! Get fired up because this is the birthright, baby. This is family. It's ours. We've been fighting since fighting. You grow up, you go to Oklahoma high school, you play football at Oklahoma high school, you know what Bedlam is. You know that it is a fist fight. You know you got to pick a side. Ain't no neutrals here. You don't root for the orange and red when they play each other. There's no orange and crimson going at, you got to pick a side. At Oklahoma State, they got the better of us the last time out. Still sour. Never mind that you look at the wins and the losses. It's truckload of wins for Oklahoma. It's few wins for Oklahoma State. And this is the best period of Oklahoma State football they've ever had to do to Mike Gundy. That's why you can give this some credence. But it's March. So anybody be saying nothing. And he can say something. You know what? He's been saying it. It's a good idea. But who's executing that idea? Deion Sanders and Fran Brown. Two black men coming together to do something great. I said it. You do better. Do better. Do better. Tell me which one of these things is not a fact. Mike Gundy and Brent Venables ain't settled nothing. Deion Sanders and Fran Brown said, here's the date. We coming down. You want to do something. They got it on the papers. They done filed the works. Now I'm over here doing a segment about what Mike Gundy said, not what they have done. Telling you, know what's right for you. You're going to put Haas Haney at quarterback, and you're going to let it do what it do, baby. Tired of y'all, man. Tired of y'all. The one thing I say the one thing. There's a lot of good things to say about Mike Gundy, but my favorite is he recruits Oklahoma. Brendan Presley went to Bixby, dog. Brendan Presley could have gone to Oklahoma. Prentice Elliott went to McLean. Oh, my God. He went to Oklahoma State. You know what I'm saying? The Woods brothers. Holy smokes, man. He done had some absolute hitters come through there. My God. Forget Dez Bryant. I mean, I don't mean to shade Dez. I don't mean to shade Lufkin Texan. That's not what I'm doing. What I am saying is Justin Blackman went to Ardmore. keep trying to tell everybody, we be hitting down here, baby. We play us football. We be getting after it. And if Dylan Stoner with the jinx. I'm sick. But at least they went to an Oklahoma school. You know what I'm saying? There are other dudes we let leave the state. Josh Jacobs. Who not only left the state, go to Alabama, ran over Robert Barnes' dead body in the Orange Bowl. That man went to McLean too. Y'all need to stop overlooking my North Tulsa schools, dog. Like, Booker T, Booker T been Booker T. Booker T survived the Tulsa race massacre. Booker T been Booker T. Everybody know about Booker T. But Robert Meacham went to Tennessee. Felix Jones went to Arkansas. What I gotta do over here, man? Dax went to Michigan. And his big brother went to Oklahoma State. Savion Morrison rushed for 3,200 yards in one season at friggin' Edison. I hate Edison. I love that boy. He ain't come back home. If nothing else, have Bedlam so we can recruit in the state and keep the dudes in the state. Try to tell y'all, man. Anyway, I dare you to play this game. And don't tease me with it's not going to be live. Don't tease me with none of that. I want to see the Okie drill. Yeah, I said it. I want the Oklahoma drill. Your baddest against our baddest. Let's do this. Get Trace Ford back in here. He got to choose a side. He went to both schools. Choose a side. That's what I'm saying. Introduce some of these dudes that come from out of state to what it is to be in Oklahoma, to be an Okie. To understand that, yeah, we hate Texas. And we don't like Nebraska. But you can't go home if you lose in Oklahoma State. And vice versa.